Imagine you take your child or grandchild fishing and you have to tell them that they can't catch red snapper because they were overfished to extinction and they were harvested faster than they could reproduce. If overfishing persists, this is likely the future. Many fish populations are already on the brink of collapse due to overfishing, but there are some methods that we can use to help prevent this and save the ocean for future generations, such as sustainable fishing methods, increased conservation efforts, and consumer responsibility. Overfishing impacts everyone, whether you fish or not. It impacts the food we eat, the ocean itself, and millions of livelihoods. Today we'll talk about overfishing and what it is, the environmental and economic effects of overfishing, and how business, government, and individuals can help prevent overfishing. Like I said, overfishing is the removal of fish faster than they can reproduce. Red snapper were declared overfished in 1988. In my area, red snapper are very overfished. I live in Destin, Florida, where a lot of charters go out for red snapper, and it is a big part of the economy. So many charters, like I said, go out for red snapper, meaning they are very high targeted, as well as locals. They're a big source of meat here and a big source of livelihood. Modern fishing methods such as bottom trolling, where it's a huge net dragged across the bottom, catches a lot of bycatch, which leads to overfishing, which those fish are not even used as meat, anything like that. They're just caught and killed. This also catches turtles and porpoises. Also, longlining is another modern method of fishing, and it is a line that is miles long and has thousands of hooks on it. It catches seabirds, porpoises, turtles, anything that will eat the hook. It will also kill them. So here are some of overfishing's effects. Like I said, the fish population decreases. This is fish stocks and fish population are the same thing. So species like the bluefin tuna, Goliath grouper, and red snapper are some of the species that are very overfished and are endangered. So for red snapper, they are overfished because of the commercial. Goliath grouper were overfished in the past, and bluefin tuna are one of the most valuable fish in the ocean. Marine ecosystems are destroyed. So like I said, with bottom trolling, it's a huge heavy net dragged across the bottom, catching anything that it goes around. And this destroys reefs, structure, anything like that. It's what the fish live on, and it absolutely destroys it and tears it to pieces, and it's not recoverable. And millions of people rely on fishing for their livelihood, which overfishing affects all of that. So here are some solutions that can help avoid overfishing. So governments can implement fishing quotas. So in Florida, we have Goliath grouper, which cannot be caught or taken out of the water at all. Bluefin tuna, which is in the north, and they cannot be caught more than one per day, and they have to be over 75 inches. Red snapper are more local for us, and that is 2 fish per person, and they have to be 15 inches and above. So they can increase areas of protection and enforce against illegal fishing. Like in Slide 1, they caught people in Texas with over 200 pounds of red snapper. That is the government in action against overfishing, and that just shows that we are already on conservation efforts. Another way that we can combat overfishing is seafood consumers can make sustainable choices. So with seafood consumers saying that they want less fish, it causes restaurants and other businesses to have less supply of those fish because the demand increases. Therefore, the fish being caught will also decrease because of it, leading to less overfishing. So in the top right, you see Sea Shepherd. So they are a nonprofit organization that protects against whaling, and they use a aggressive method where they go and sink whaling boats, and they have saved hundreds of whales, and they have sunk 7 boats. They truly do amazing work. So in conclusion, we can see that overfishing is caused by fish being harvested faster than they can reproduce, as well as that overfishing harms the environment and economy, and sustainable fishing and consumption practices can help solve the problem of overfishing. So the ocean has nourished people for thousands of years, and has provided an economic livelihood and a source of life. The future of ocean health for generations to come is up to us. Fishing for sustainability to maintain one of the Earth's most valuable natural resources. So these are my sources: Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, the State of World Fisheries and Aquaculture 2024, Blue Transformation in Action, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, What is Overfishing, World Wildlife Fund, Sustainable Fishing, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, The History of Management of Gulf of America Red Snapper.